had your lunch. So, do you make lunch yourself? Do you cook? Do you enjoy that more so now?
No, not myself. My dad cooked for me, so he come every morning.
There is a. I'm not able to. We're not able to hear you that well.
Okay, one second.
Uh, yes, there is a lot of sound.
You hear me now?
Yeah, little better. I think it's a little better.
Little better.
Yes, little better. You can increase your volume as well from your side so that all your fans can hear you clearly.
Yes, the volume is all the way up.
Okay.
So yeah,
So dad's cooking for you, is it these days?
every day,
Oh.
every day he
You know,
come.
I know how you keep troubling your dad, especially by pranking him all the time. Why do you do that?
Because he need to be aware of his surroundings. So he will be busy in the kitchen cooking, and I will sneak downstairs, and he have no idea I'm there, and so I just scare him. I scare everyone. I scare you guys in India, everybody. So
Yes,
that's
we
part
know
of
that, DJ.
that's part of me.
Have you tried your hand at cooking any of these days during the lockdown?
Sorry?
Have you tried cooking any of these days? Staying at home?
No,
No.
not yet. I haven't tried it yet. I will stick to
Yeah.
making scrambled eggs. That's it.
We saw one very cute video that you had put up with Dwayne earlier. He's, of course, very shy, clearly doesn't have your qualities of being the entertainer, not just yet anyway.
Uh, he is I just enjoyed every moment with my kids, and obviously he's the smallest one, so I tend to spend a lot more time with him. My next son DJ don't live in Trinidad; he lives in Atlanta. So yeah, Dwayne is the more quiet one, but when there's some time that his energy is also very high, and I also
Yeah.
can't contain him. So, but it's all good, and I am happy that I am blessed with three beautiful kids, and I love them all.
Yeah. Yeah. You liking this time off in some sense? I know, DJ, the last time we spoke, you said you, more than playing cricket, of course, you miss cricket, but you miss playing any sport. You miss playing, going out. Um, just trying to make time with family in some sense to make up for all that.
Yeah, well, yeah, when you're home, when I'm home in Trinidad, despite the situation, um, I really enjoy playing different sports. So I enjoy playing soccer, I enjoy playing basketball,
Mm.
um, lawn tennis. I
Yeah.
enjoy going to the studio, making music, and because of the time now, it's impossible to do all these things. So now I have to lay in bed and watch movies. I was never a big movie fan, so now Netflix is my biggest company.
What are you watching these days?
I just finished a movie called Blacklist, which was
Oh,
a very good movie, very interesting. It took me like about 8 days to finish the entire uh, series. So it's good, and I'm now watching Shooter with the American Sniper.
oh,
So yeah,
nice. Yeah, something to keep you busy. But of course, you were talking about family, and we know how much you treat CSK as part as family. That is pretty much Chennai, CSK. We know it. I've seen it for myself, of course, DJ. The love for Chennai is immense. What is it about this squad and this team that makes you feel that way towards everybody? I'm not able to
is it
get.
not?
Yeah, yeah,
You
now it's
hear me?
better. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're good.
can you repeat the question? I lost you.
Yeah. No, we're speaking about family, DJ, and how you're spending time with your family. in some sense, CSK also is family for you. And we know how you are around all the players, all the management, even like us who are associated with the team and the squad. What is it about this that brings out that side in you?
Yeah, well, with CSK, from the very first day I joined the team, you could sense that family atmosphere. And every player who joins CSK for the first time, they feel the same way. They get that impact straight away. That it's not just a team, it's you being welcomed by extended family. And over the years, when you look at cricketers join CSK, they're correcting for the better. It's very impossible that you see players join CSK or even go to a different franchise or go on and continue
Yes.
to play for their country. Their cricket developed a whole lot. And, it's a very special franchise. I play a lot of cricket around the world, and
Yeah.
I don't think you can get another team or another environment like Chennai Super Kings. And for me, when I play here in Trinidad, even my Night Riders team, I pattern and design it based on the culture of Chennai, and it worked. We are the most successful CPL team, and so yeah, it's important when you have a management team, the owners, the captain, everyone back individuals 100%, regardless of you're performing or not. They understand it's a sport. They understand and know that not every time you will perform, but they also give you that opportunity to bounce back if you have failures. So it's a very unique team. It's a special team.
Yeah, and you've had a lot of nice, you have good relationship and bonds that you've formed with a lot of people. We do know how you and MS are around each other during the nets or in the dressing room. It's amazing to see that. But tell us about your rapport with Raidu. It's developed over the last few years. It's amazing. I cannot not ask you about this. You have to tell me about this.
Ambati, Raidu, Raidu is one of my favorite players. Well, I played with him with Mumbai Indians, so
Yeah.
um, we didn't play much together there, but I was able to share the dressing room with him. And,
Mm.
I know he's a player that, to me, I think he's very, very um, unfair done for
Mm.
his talent. And, I think he's one of India's best batsmen. His stats shows that. But he's also a very hot-tempered guy. So I like to I like to wind him up. I like to say, "Oh, you're not good. You are rubbish. You are not good. I don't know why CSK buy you." So these things get to his head, and he's also very determined to prove me wrong every time. So it will.
Mm.
If you look at his first season with CSK,
Mm.
we sit next to each other, and every
Yeah.
time I will always be in his ears, saying negative things, saying a sudden rubbish to his hair, and then we'll always go there with a lot of energy and effort to prove me wrong. And I always feel happy that he has some success, and he scored runs for the team and for himself. But he's a special person. You have to really know him to love him. If you don't know
Yeah.
him or understand him, then you might get the wrong ideas of him. But he's a true team man, very passionate about his cricket, representing his country and whichever team he plays for. And yeah, so I'm happy that he's in our dressing room.
No, but you're but you're a special person in the team in many ways, DJ. It's not just your performances over the years, an integral part of the team, and also the fact that you build a positive energy around anyone that you're around in the dressing room. But first, we'll speak about your on-field performances. First, a purple cap for CSK. You had immense performances. There's something. special every time you step on the field and you deliver, especially when you've gotten such great performances in the yellow jersey?
And performance, you know, as a professional player, you want to perform all the time, but you have to accept the fact that that's not possible.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't have full control over your own personal performance. But for
Yeah.
me, I enjoy winning. I like to win. And
Hmm.
if if my team is doing well and my team is winning, that's more important for me rather than my own personal performance because um, it's a team sport and you want your teammates to do well also. You want when you sit in the dugout. I enjoy sitting in the dugout and watching whether it's Rain Abad, whether it's Watson, whether it's Faf, whether it's Hussey. I enjoy watching Imran Tahir the way he celebrates. So I enjoy my teammates' success also. For me personally, I know the time will come when I will have my fair share of success, and also they will also enjoy it. So um, yeah, I guess because I am trusted by the captain MS a lot and the coach
Yeah.
Stephen Fleming, they allow me to be myself. Sometimes I bowl in the dead overs and I go for a lot of runs and in different teams or different captain, even commentary, they will say, okay, it's time to move on from Bravo. It's time to get someone else to bowl in the dead. And CSK always show faith and in my ability to close up innings with the ball, and it paid off. And like I said, more often than not, I will deliver. But also as a human being, you know that you're coming up against great players also. Things will not always go your way. But I'm a strong
Well,
believer
there
in
are a
my
few.
talent, my own ability. I believe in it a lot, 100%. And I just, yeah, enjoy playing the game I love.
Yeah, and there are a few questions coming in, DJ. Why don't I just pop in on those? For example, okay, Pranjal, by the way, you said that the volume has to be increased. DJ has increased the entire volume, but there's a bit of probably disturbance over this. It says long distance. But just to answer a question, if you can, DJ, of one of your fans, Teju asks, if you got a chance to leave CSK and represent any other team now, would you take it?
Now, if,
If you
would I
had a chance to
leave,
leave CSK and represent any other team, would you do it?
would I do it? If it's up to me, no, I would not leave CSK. No.
Yeah, if it was up to you. Never, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
we get it. Um, but you did mention Tahir and you did mention his celebrations. Has he overshadowed your celebrations? You're the entertainer on the field. He's the one who's running around every time after DPU wicket.
No, it's okay because I don't run that far. his, his energy, his celebration is way better than mine, and I enjoy it because, you know, I have a chance to run after someone. Most times a lot of people run after me, and the team enjoy it. We allow him to go, make his run, and then come back to us. We are older now, so we can't run after him. But yeah, he's a great team guy, great human being, and we are just happy to have him in our squad.
You know, you're speaking of how you're not you don't run fast. If you remember this, 2018, right after you guys won the championship, you and MS
Yeah,
had went to the middle of the wicket. There was nobody. All the crowd had left. Presentation was over. You had celebrated in the dressing room. You both came out and you ran twos. You
yeah,
you ran a couple,
yeah,
and both of you were like neck and neck. And he's the fastest between the wickets
yes,
in the
yes.
world. And you both were neck and neck. He kind of tipped you. I don't know what you think though. Tell us about that moment.
Because he keeps saying throughout the entire season, he keeps saying, I'm an old man. I'm an old man, I'm an old man. I'm very slow. And I said to him, um, I will challenge you in a sprint between the wickets. So he said, no chance. I said, we'll do it after the tournament is over because I don't want to do it in the middle of the tournament and then one of us pop our hat tricks. So we do it after the finals, and yeah, it was a very close race, very very close,
Yeah.
and he this,
No, but that was
but
fun times.
he's very quick.
Yeah. Well, we were talking to Faf a couple of days ago, DJ, and we were reliving the 2018, the first qualifier win, and how you completely, took over the dressing room celebrations and singing the song and getting everyone involved. You love doing that, don't you? Getting everyone into the moment.
Yeah, well, coming from the Caribbean, it's part of our culture. We are the life of the party everywhere we go. And if you look at the West Indies team when we play together, the way how we celebrate, the way how we play the game, we try to entertain people on and off the field. And when you're happy, everyone's culture is different. But I think the good thing with CSK, they allow everybody to be themselves. And the team, I know the team look towards me to bring that flair and that energy among the players. A lot of them are very shy and not open to these type of things. But in Chennai dressing room, we all get into it, and like I said, we all enjoy each other's success. So whether it's
Yeah.
Faf or Watson or right, whoever is performing, we celebrate all performances together.
Just a few more things before we let you go. I know you have a charity to catch up on, DJ. Just a few more things before we wrap this up. One, of course, you're talking about the West Indies spirit. I think it's incredible the flavor and the kind of character that a West Indian cricketer brings to a team. So you guys have that competitiveness, but you know how to enjoy a cricket too. And we've seen that, we've seen how you and Pollard can sit and talk for hours at the sidelines of a practice session or a game. But when it comes to match day, you want to have a go at each other. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be. Off the field, we are all professional cricketers playing a sport that we love. So, there should be no battles off the field, but on the field is where it matters. He represents the team, I represent my team, and we both want to win. And when it comes to Pollard, especially, both very competitive, and because we are best friends, that competitiveness even go higher because I want to get the better of him, he wants to get the better of me. It's a more bragging rights kind of thing. But we don't let we don't what we do on the field, we don't take it off the field. I enjoy coming up against Russell, I enjoy coming up against Chris Gale. Back in the time when it used to be nation versus nation, and I come up against MS when Team India is playing. I look forward to these moments, and I like the challenge against these guys, and they bring the best out of me, and it's good. It's good for cricket, it's good for the sport, but it's also important to know that off the field it's good to have a good friendship because at the end of the day, there's life after cricket, so that's very important.
So we're going to just take a couple of fan questions before we wrap this up. Then DJ just bring their questions in. Someone asked about your Kollywood debut, which you already have. You've already acted in Tamil cinema. Tell us about that. Then how nice an experience that was.
That's long ago. That's years ago. It was just a short cameo of me
Yeah,
appearing in a Tamil song.
yeah,
I remember shooting the video for that song. I have to
yeah.
rehearse to remember the dance steps. I also have to record the song, remember the lyrics of the song because I recorded in Tamil. So it was very hard. And then I have to shoot the video all in one day. So it was interesting, but I enjoy it, and I look forward to at some point in time doing it again.
Yes, everyone wants to see you on the silver screen one more time. Of course, we all do. Just to wrap it up, and you know what I'm going to ask you, because there are 5 fans who've already asked this, but the last one is Ranju, because they all love every song that you sing every year, and they miss you, DJ.
Yeah.
You have to sing the song before you say bye bye. I mean, everyone wants to hear that, of course.
With song.
Any song you want to, but the new song is what everyone's asking. It's up to you.